There's a rumor going around that the February LSAT is the hardest test of the year. Is it true, or is it just another myth stressing out test takers? Today, I'm going to break it all down. You'll find out why this rumor exists, the real reason February might feel different somehow, and whether you should worry about taking the upcoming test. I'll also share a strategy to approach any LSAT test date with confidence, no matter when you take it. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and over the years, I've helped thousands of students boost their scores by 10, 20 points or more. And today, we're going to separate fact from fiction about the February LSAT. First, let's talk about why people think the February LSAT is harder. That belief comes down to two main reasons. First, back in the day, before the LSAT was online, the February LSAT used to be the only non-disclosed test. Back then, the LSAT was given only 4 times a year. 3 of those test dates were released exams, but February's exam was not released afterward, and so test takers weren't getting back their answer sheets. They weren't able to see the questions they missed. This added an air of mystery and suspicion, leading many to think that the February LSAT was somehow uniquely challenging. But the truth is, LSAC kept February exams non-disclosed for logistical reasons. They needed them as backups for emergencies like weather-related cancellations, SAP observers dates, and overseas test administrations. But now, with more test dates and online exams, very few LSATs are disclosed, and so February's unique mystique is gone. Second, February is often the last LSAT that law schools accept for the current admissions cycle. That deadline pressure can make the stakes feel much higher. And so if you're applying in the current cycle, February might feel like your last chance. Compare that to the April LSAT or the June LSAT, which most are taking for the upcoming admissions cycle. It's not the test that's harder, it's the deadline that might make it feel that way. But you might be wondering, of course, is the February LSAT actually harder? No, it is not harder than any other test date, and here's why. First, raw score conversions, also known as the curve, balance out differences in difficulty. If one LSAT is slightly harder in certain sections, the scoring scale is adjusted accordingly. So that means if it's harder, you might need fewer correct answers to hit your target score if the overall test form is harder. Second, the LSAT is deliberately designed to be consistent across test dates. Law schools rely on it as a standard metric, and so if one test date were significantly harder, that would undermine the LSAT's credibility overall. The February LSAT isn't any different from the January LSAT, the April LSAT, or the June LSAT. Now, one last thing I'll mention is that there really isn't any unique February LSAT. There are several different LSAT test forms administered over the course of any given LSAT administration, meaning if you and your friend are both taking the LSAT in February, you could still be getting different LSAT questions. Also, February LSAT questions might be reused on the April LSAT, and they might have already been used previously on, say, the January or November LSATs as well. Same exact questions, but different LSAT administrations. Now, if you're planning to take the February LSAT, here's what you need to do. First, focus on your prep, not the rumors. The LSAT you'll take in February is the same test you'd face in any other month, so shift your energy toward mastering the material and improving your timing. Also, be realistic about your timeline. If February is your last chance for the current cycle, make a study plan that fits your schedule. Don't rush in unprepared. You're better off postponing to April or June than taking it now when you're not ready. Also, know your options. If February doesn't go as planned, you can still apply early in the next cycle, again taking the LSAT in April, June, or beyond. Many students who wait a few months to retake the LSAT and put together stronger applications end up with better results and more scholarship offers. Now, here's something that might seem counterintuitive. Studying less might actually help you score higher. Most students try to cram in as much study time as possible, thinking that's the key to improvement, but that often leads to burnout and stagnation. So instead of studying for 6 hours a day, try to aim for 2 to 3 hours of focused, intentional practice. One of my students, Sarah, was stuck at a 153 after months of cramming. But when we reduced her study time and focused on specific, concrete, measurable goals, she jumped to a 164 in just a few weeks. Quality beats quantity every single time. Focused, intentional study sessions are far more effective than hours of mindless review. Now, if you're worried about the February LSAT, remember you do have options. Retaking the LSAT in April or June instead for next cycle could be a smarter move. A higher score is going to benefit you a lot more than rushing it when you're not fully ready. And of course, missing the February LSAT wouldn't mean you're giving up on law school. It just means you're giving yourself the best chance to succeed. Now remember, no particular LSAT test date is easier or harder than another. The February LSAT might just feel harder because of past rumors and the pressure of applications deadlines. No matter when you take the LSAT, the key is preparation, strategy, and mindset. Focus on mastering the test, not the myths surrounding it. And if you're looking for extra support, check out my free Easy LSAT cheat sheet linked below this video. It's packed with strategies to help you feel confident and ready for any LSAT test date. You could check out the link below to get your copy and to get into 100% free. And if you're looking for more personalized help, at LSAT Unplugged, we offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. If you're ready to take your prep to the next level, you could check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.